Not too long ago, I spent 10 days at a Vipassana meditation center. And within those 10 days, I meditated for about 11 hours a day. We weren't allowed to speak to each other. We weren't allowed to connect physically with each other, meaning like give hugs or even smile or gesture or say hi or any of those things. We had 2 meals a day. We ate in silence, and we devoted our time to quietness and stillness. And it was an incredible and powerful experience. I often don't have enough words to describe it. I could see in just talking to the people afterwards, just powerfully changed their lives. And I realized that even in my own personal life, that I don't have enough stillness and I don't have enough quiet time. And although I was a casual meditator, the profound impact and effects of meditating for that long, not only physically changed my life, but mentally and emotionally, it created so much space in my life. And so I want to encourage you to really create more time for alone time, more time for stillness, reflection, quietness. And I hope these few affirmations provide that for you and gives you a head start, especially as we go into the new year. So obviously you can start this at any given day, at any given moment. You don't have to wait for the new year to do this. So please enjoy and let me know which affirmation is your favorite, and also let me know which one you're going to start with. And of course, as always, please take a moment to share this with somebody that you love, share it with a friend, and wholeness. Let us get started. So just take a deep breath. I want you to first just to take a moment and connect. Sometimes I encourage my clients to place a hand, sometimes 2, over their hearts, almost like an X, to feel their hearts beating and to just connect with themselves as they say the things that help them to feel grounded and safe or connected. So I want you to take a moment and do that and listen. And at the end of each affirmation, there will be a reflection questions. You know how I like those reflection questions. Always, we gotta go deeper, and this allows you to do so. So please take a moment, find your breath, settle into your body, listen. Quiet moments allow me to connect with my soul. The sound of silence is therapeutic. It allows me to look deep within my soul. I uncover hidden feelings, thoughts, and ideas when I take the time away from external noise. When I am alone, I close my eyes and breathe deeply. This approach takes me away from what is happening around me. I am alone with only what is inside me. I come to terms with my weaknesses and am empowered by my strengths. When I return to the world around me, I am equipped with the power needed to handle tough situations. My weaknesses dissolve because I have embraced my strengths. I know what is important to me when I spend time looking deeply into my soul. I determine what makes me tick. I connect with these things and allow them to dictate my actions in a way that serves me. Spending quiet time takes me back to the fullness of my authentic self. I am reminded of the part my consciousness plays in my decision making. It helps me stay focused on what really matters. I'm able to dismiss the confusion and distortions of the world and focus on what matters to me. Today, I believe that my soul is as critical to my being as my body and my mind. I embrace its ability to guide me. I commit to introspection so I can continue to lead a life of integrity and joy. Self-reflection question number 1. Do I take the time to meditate in the midst of a difficult situation? Number 2, how do I cope when my soul is in turmoil? Last question, do I sometimes lose track of what is important to me? If so, how do I get myself back on track? With this next one, sometimes it's hard for us to find the joy in solitude. This was quite difficult for me when I bought a one-way ticket to Thailand in 2016. I spent a lot of time alone and I struggled for a while. But in that struggle, I had so many breakthroughs. And I do believe that we don't spend enough time in solitude. Without solitude, we cannot differentiate between the voices in our heads. With solitude, we can connect to ourselves, our higher selves, the source, God, the universe, whatever name you have for the source. And it's in that solitude that we get clarity, we get ideas, we get inspired. Let's begin. I find joy in my solitude. I enjoy the moments when I have time to myself. I appreciate the opportunity to concentrate on my own thoughts, reflect, and focus only on my solitude. My alone time is important for my overall well-being. Being alone helps me find inner peace. In solitude, I have the chance to evaluate my life and relationships. I find creative solutions to challenges because I have time to listen to my thoughts. I develop exciting plans for a bright future. And I make decisions that move me forward. My confidence and self-esteem grow while I take time to reflect. My moments of solitude teach me to be independent, to avoid clinging to others. I am comfortable being alone. I learn to appreciate my ability to entertain myself and connect with the things that bring me joy. Although I delight in being alone, I also recognize the importance of my personal connections. I know how to reach out to others as well as how to solve issues on my own. I'm able to balance moments of solitude with time with my friends and my loved ones. My family understands the importance of my alone time and refrains from disturbing me. I emerge from my solitude renewed, refreshed, and ready to give my very best to my family. Today, my life is more fulfilling because I have discovered the joys of solitude. I make my time alone a part of my daily routine, even if it's only for a short moment. Self-reflection question number 1. How can I help those around me understand that I need some time alone? Number 2. What can I do to ensure others do not disturb me during this time? Last question. How can I help my loved ones appreciate the benefits of solitude? It's through the calmness and the peace, when things are just tranquil, we're able to really strengthen the awareness around us. And it's with that awareness that we can bring clarity to our lives. When there's too many distractions, we can't see the things that we need to see. We can't hear the things that we need to hear. We can't feel the things that we need to feel. So awareness is what helps us to connect the dots and make profound changes in our lives. So let's get started with the third affirmation. My awareness is anchored in tranquility. To have an accurate representation of the world around me, my mind needs to be calm and clear. I'm able to make wiser decisions by having a clear awareness. Making decisions that serve me enhances my life and makes everything seem more enjoyable and abundant. When my mind is clouded with worry, fear, anger, or apprehension, the results are less desirable. Whenever possible, I take the time to calm and center my mind. I wait until my mind is calm and at peace before making any big decisions. The more tranquil I feel, the more I can trust my awareness. Each morning, I spend a few minutes thinking about my day and identifying any potential rough spots. I relax and breathe until those obstacles feel manageable. Then I know I can breeze through my day. My awareness is compromised by emotional disharmony. It's like looking through a stained glass window. Clearing my mind allows me to see the truth. When I am feeling emotionally compromised, I spend time by myself. During this time, I seek joy and peace. I slow my breathing and close my eyes. By controlling my breath, I can control my mind and develop mastery over my emotions. Today, I am feeling more calm, centered, and relaxed. I'm able to anchor my awareness in tranquility. I'm excited about the day ahead of me. Let's get started with the self-reflection questions. Number 1, how would being calm, centered, and peaceful boost my awareness and enhance my decision-making skills? Number 2, in what ways has poor decision-making made my life more challenging? Last one, what can I do to increase the level of tranquility in my life? Silence is something not all of us are comfortable with. We often use filler words to fill the silence. Sometimes we make jokes. Sometimes we excuse ourselves. We avoid certain situations because we're so uncomfortable with silence. And it was interesting in that 10-day Vipassana and being silent for 10 days, everything felt so loud. It was such an adjustment. And I had to get comfortable with communicating even within the silence. Even when we were getting food and serving ourselves, it was all in silence. I couldn't say, "Excuse me," or "Can I grab this really quick?" I just had to wait. I had to be patient. And I had to be comfortable with the silence. Over time, you'll find that the more you get comfortable with silence, the louder that you can hear the voice inside of you. And the more you appreciate the silence, the more you build intimacy with yourself and with other people. And you'll find that even through the silence, you will feel rejuvenated if you make it a regular part of your day and your life. Let's get started. I am comfortable with silence. Silence provides refuge. It gives me time for thought and meditation. Being at ease in silence requires that I love and trust myself and others. I'm open to anything I may discover. I find this more rewarding than hiding behind distractions. Reflection makes my life more meaningful. When I am quiet, I can observe my thoughts and notice what's on my mind without making judgments. I see what I truly value and my priorities become clearer. I face the conflicts that I need to resolve. I discover the reasons behind my choices. Silent meditation helps me to develop emotional regulation of the self and deep, deep wisdom. Sometimes I sit in solitude, and other times I just pause briefly during daily routines. Even a few seconds of peaceful thoughts can give me new energy and motivation. To make time for silence, I turn off electronic devices. I set aside time each day free from phones, computers, televisions, Netflix. I hear nature and the other sounds that often get drowned out. I share quiet hours with loved ones. We enjoy each other's company even if we are busy with different activities. I try to spend more time listening to others and less time speaking. I give them my full attention and always try to take a silent moment to think before I speak. Today, I appreciate the beauty of stillness. I rejoice in silence and carry the insights of my silence with me throughout my day. Let's get started with the self-reflection questions. Number 1. How does spending time in silence deepen my understanding of the world? Number 2. What does being still teach me about myself? Last one. How can I resist distractions that interfere with self-reflection? We're at the last affirmation. Stillness. Oh my God, we are such a busy world, going to the next thing, to the next thing, to the next thought, to the next activity, to the next anything. And we don't create space for stillness. During my Vipassana meditation in my years abroad, I had to find a lot of stillness, being in a new country and not knowing where to go, who to talk to. I spent a lot of time just being still, observing. And in the Vipassana, you're required when you're meditating, you can't move. Well, you're encouraged, right? Encouraged to not move. You can't even scratch your leg, scratch your head. Nothing. You just sit still for as long as you can. And within that stillness, it reminded me of how much expansion that I had within myself and how much I could delay my impulses. Let's get started. Moments of stillness restore me. Stillness brings balance to my body and mind. I slow down. I move more smoothly and intentionally. I pause in between one activity and the next. I give my body a chance to stretch and offer my mind an opportunity to switch gears. I revisit my priorities so I can choose what project to tackle next, instead of being caught up in a rush. I focus on my breath. I inhale and exhale slower and deeper. I scan my body for any areas of soreness or tension. I lower my shoulders and straighten my back. If my jaw is clenched or my brow is furrowed, I gently untighten them. I massage my feet and hands. I thank them for all the work they do for me. I check for eye strain. I look at an object far off in the distance, and then another object up close. I feel my eyes relax. I repeat an inspiring mantra. I engage with the beauty that surrounds me. When possible, I enjoy a little solitude. I walk in the park or sit on a bench. Even if I'm surrounded by a crowd, I can take a break. I can unplug. I plug in my earbuds and listen to gentle instrumental music or a recording of something positive, spiritual, something uplifting. I close my eyes for a second and picture my happy place, a garden, or even a mountain trail. Today, I surrender to silence. Engaging in quiet moments helps me to think clearly and feel at peace. Last set of self-reflection questions. Question number 1. Why is it important for me to take breaks? And why don't I do it more often? Number 2. How can I incorporate regular breaks into my day? Last question. Where can I find some spots in my neighborhood to enjoy a quiet moment? Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed some of these affirmations. You can take whichever affirmations feel right for you. Whatever resonates with you, use them. Whatever doesn't speak to you, put them away. And I really hope that you take some time to take care of yourself through the silence, the stillness, the solitude, because all that is going to support your awareness and strengthen your emotional regulation, and also create more connection with you, yourself, most importantly, and other people. This stuff really works, and I really hope that it definitely brings some sort of peace and tranquility and joy into your life. Definitely share this with somebody that you love. Again, below in the comments, let me know which affirmation that you enjoy, which part of this you enjoyed. Just share them below in the comment. Let me know which one. And of course, share which inspiring mantra you enjoy. And I'd love to know what that is. And subscribe, of course, to this channel. And let me know what else you'd love to hear, listen to, or what you need more guidance on. See you next time. And thank you for listening.